welcome back to MAPOP Sports. This is Grandy. If this is your first time here, welcome. Appreciate you guys checking out the video, checking out the channel. If you guys are returning, welcome back. Appreciate you guys doing that. And then hopefully everybody's having a good week. This week has been kind of a grind. I got family in town and everything, so I'm going to be kind of taking off this weekend a little bit from the listing and everything on the storefront. So we'll see if I was able to list. I was able to get all those slabs listed. I think yesterday I did the video of, the PSA reveal. So I was able to go ahead and list that. So make sure you guys check out the eBay store. Links in the description. Feel free to make an offer on anything on that, guys. So I was able to list everything yesterday, so that was kind of a good thing. So today, just do a quick video in regards to Q&A this week. I had some questions that was DM'd or via Instagram or just comments, things like that. So I'll just jump into it really quick, and nothing crazy, nothing that I felt like I had to do research on or anything, and I don't know if I'm going to do that anyways. I don't have time to do that. I'm sorry, guys. That's the one thing. I'll answer your guys' questions through experience. Am I going to go in through, because I had some people like, you need to do more research. Man, shit, I don't have enough time to be doing damn research. I got time to list cards, take care of my kids, and try to package and sales. That's about it. In regards to researching, I don't have time for that. Sorry, man. It is what it is. All right. Jump into eBay fees. And is it worth doing the store? Is it worth not doing the store? My thoughts are on that. So eBay fees and opening up a store, you do save a little bit on the eBay and the listing fees if you have a premium store. I think it drops like 0.5%. So I think the eBay fees are anywhere from like 11.5%, whatever the case may be on that, versus 12.5 or 13% on that. So in the grand scheme of things, my thoughts are, if you have a big enough listing, that's the biggest thing, is you got to have a lot of listings and a lot of sales to make it worth it. So, I mean, you got to consider if you have a storefront that you're paying, whatever they cost, what is it, $99 a month for the premium store, or 50, I think, or whatever the case may be, or I think it's like $50 a month, or whatever the case is. You got to make sure you have enough sales to compensate to pay for the eBay store fees. Is it worth it in the long run? If you have a store like me currently that has over at least like 20,000 listings, or you don't even have to have 20,000 listings. As long as you're selling enough to cover that, then yeah. Because each listing, whatever percentage that, eBay takes, it's going to save you. If it's 1%, if you can save from having that storefront, and if you make a, $1,000 sale, yeah, it's going to save you a lot of money. So at the end of the day, you have to consider that. Now, if you're only listing a couple items on the side, part-time, it's not worth it then. You have to calculate it yourself to see if it's worth it to go ahead and purchase the eBay store with this fees and whatnot. And then obviously they charge like 30 cents per transaction and all that good stuff. So just calculate it all out to justify paying the fee for the eBay store. I can't tell you. I don't know your situation, so you're gonna have to kind of figure that out on your own on that. So somebody asked, do I use Chrono cards? Yes, I use Chrono cards. What plan? I think I talked about this on the last one. I just got I think the medium plan. It's like 200,000 card listings or something like that. Like I just said, start from the low end, build your way up. My thoughts are, you start at the very, very low of the fees and the plans, and then if you outgrow it, then you can just justify going to the next platform. That's how it always works on your plans. If you can't list enough cards or have enough cards to list, to move up in plans, then it makes no sense. Might as well stay at the lowest, cheapest plan. That's what I would say on that. Benefits of a online versus brick and mortar store. My thoughts are on that. I think I did a video I think last year on that. Go check it out. Just go through my playlist. I have a bunch of shit. So yeah, make sure you guys check out the older videos. But there's many pros and cons on that. I definitely did that video on that. Just quickly, a brief overview of my thoughts online. The benefits for me is because of time. I don't have to commit specific hours for the brick and mortar because I have kids, really young kids that I have to take care in regards to school, shuttling back and forth. I don't have to worry about having a set hours at a brick and mortar, which you would have to. If you have a brick and mortar, you have to have set hours. I don't have that current ability. I would love to, honestly, one day to have a brick and mortar store, but right now the flexibility of having an online store, it's definitely a benefit for me, and it works for me. And then number two, your store, I think somebody mentioned this on my last video, dude, or the last two videos. Your store is open 24 hours, guys. Online, literally, I make sales overnight. I'm sleeping, wake up to sales. Nothing beats that versus, you know, a brick and mortar. You only make sales whenever you're open. So it's a huge difference on that. My eyes, I feel like the online platform is just going to keep on growing. People prefer convenience and ordering versus always having to be at the store. I think the brick and mortar store will always have their niche, and for people who want physical and, you know, see the stuff. But in reality, I think online, just the convenience factor of it is what drew me into it, and that's why I currently use it. But I have more stuff. Like I said, I did the video on that. Go take a look at that. But that's primarily for me. It's just the convenience, and also just for my situation, it's the best for me on that end. Tracking system of inventory and sales. Currently, how do I track it? Do I have a system for that? I think I did a video on this also. I just use Excel. And then I use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. One of those things where whatever I spend on inventory, I just bulk it. That's how much I spend. How much I bring in sales revenue-wise, that's what I track. I try to keep it as simple as possible. There is no magic system to keep track of it. Do I keep track of each individual value of card? I do not. Like I just said, whatever I spend out on inventory, and then whatever I get in on revenue, and hopefully the revenue outweighs the expenditures. Currently it doesn't. So if you guys are wondering, is it currently doesn't as I'm trying to scale up? No, my spending out is a little bit higher than what I'm bringing in because I'm trying to scale up and get the business bigger, at least my listings bigger, and then on top of that, I'm scaling up on my inventory for my in-person shows, because I'm going to be doing that coming up too. So like I said, how you do it is how you do it. That's how I do it. I just try to keep it simple, in and out, simple as that. Speaking of in and out, I ate that last night. Tag FCG, have I ever looked into them? I have not. I've seen them. I've seen the tag is pretty cool. I've seen the grading companies, that is. FCG, I've taken a look at them. I've taken a look at, besides the big four, besides PSA, SGC, CSG, and Beckett. Besides those four, I've looked at the other cards. This is the thing, guys. At the end of the day, I am in it to resell the cards. I'm in it when I'm grading cards to move them, unless they're a specific PC. Okay. So what moves? PSA. At the end of the day, whether it's on eBay, whether it's at the shows, people will look at the other cards. If I have the same card in a let's just say a tag or a PSA, which card do you, and let's just say pricing, it's comparable to comps, which card do you think will sell? PSA at the end of the day. So I'm here for move stuff. So yes, I would love to. I like the look of those other cards. I love their grading. It's all, in relation to how they do it, I think they're fine. But it's just what card is going to move for me. I'm trying to keep this a sustainable business, and for you to do that, you got to find liquidity. PSA is liquid. Even SGC can be difficult to move at times. I think PSA moves the most right now. If SGC or BGS decides to be able to move faster, then shit, I'm going to use them. And whoever brings the better profit margin, obviously, that's who I'm going to use. Simple as that, guys. So the other companies, I would like to use them, but the thing is, at the end of the day, I would sit on those cards a little bit longer than if I had in PSA. And it is what it is. That's just the realization of the business. Sports card selling, easy money? No, it's not. Somebody asked. Great question. No, it's not easy money. If it was easy money, everybody would do it, and a lot of people would not be leaving it. Right now, if you guys are wondering, there's tons of people, during the pandemic, so many people got into the hobby and everything. I've collected cards for so many odd years, but the thing is, people who are just jumping in thinking it was a money maker, or who actually got burned or lost a ton of money, left the hobby, or no longer making content, all that stuff. Obviously, it's not easy money. At the end of the day, it truly is not. As I mentioned before, this is a hobby. This is a want, not a need. So it's one of those things where at the end of the day, let's just say if sports card completely disintegrated and there was no more sports card, the world would still live and still function. Unlike, if let's just say world ran out of food or world ran out of shelter, heat, or something like that, we would all not survive. Sports cards would, if it would to go away, we would still survive. So that's the biggest thing, is that we have to understand. So, and it's not easy. So that's why it's a want, not a need. So is it easy money? In my eyes, it's not. Some people might say, yeah, it's easy to flip and make cards. You know, you just got to know what to invest in and what to flip and what all that shit is. But in reality, in my eyes, it's not easy money. I don't think it is. And I'm coming up on here. I'm going to do a video on my year journey here. I think next month here in about a couple weeks. So I'll let you guys know if it's easier or not on that. So we'll do that video. Last but not least, current challenges in the hobby. What do I see is going to be the biggest current challenges currently in the hobby, in the industry, and sports cards in general? That was a tough one. I think the biggest challenge is going to be the economy. I feel like with our current situation of an economy, current situation of political stability, all that stuff, it all is a domino effect, so it's all intertwined. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, because we don't know. We don't know if interest rates going to go up. We don't know if more and more people are going to get laid off, or is the economy still going to boom? We have an election year, so all that is going to affect how people spend their additional funds and money. So that's going to definitely affect the sports card industry, 100%. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge. Is kind of, how do you plan for it? You really can't, and I think that's the biggest challenge. Marketing, I feel like myself personally, currently, I push on Instagram and I push on YouTube and everything. I really haven't really pushed on anything on Facebook. I think that's going to be a challenge for me, is to expand that. I know time, man, that's the last thing I put down here. So I haven't had the ability to create the Facebook group that I've been wanting to for this, for MAPOP sports and everything. I haven't had time, because then I'd have to manage that on top of the Instagram, on top of the YouTube, on top of my eBay store. So it's a lot. So I think marketing has been my biggest challenge, is trying to get my word out on the eBay store, and people, and about the channel and all that stuff. So I think that's my biggest challenge marketing wise. And then obviously another one is just scaling up. I feel like that's always going to be a challenge for me, because I'm a one-man person. So being a one-man business, to scale up marketing, all that stuff, it's just really, really difficult, and you just got to figure that out. And that's what I feel like that's the biggest challenge for me, my current challenge, as selling sports cards full-time. That's a huge challenge. So at the end of the day, what it comes down to is time. There's just not enough time, because on top of that, I'm a father of 4 of kids, 11 and under, so I got to take care of them, take care of home life, take care of all that, and then whatever, side investments I have in life too. So time is probably the number one challenge, just not having enough time to do all this, and just kind of time management. I think that's the biggest challenge for me. At least 2024, I've noticed that tremendously, is that the time management is going to be the crucial thing for the scaling of the business, for the ability to be successful. So that is something I'm going to have to work on, and then hopefully, like I said, have a little bit more time to work on scaling it up and marketing it. So it's one of those things. So there you guys go, man. Quick video. I don't know how quick it was, but it is, hopefully you guys picked up a little bit of something. That's just my current situation. That's the current status of the Q&A. Stay tuned. Hopefully if I get a chance this weekend, like I said, I'll try and do one more video of what sold at the store. A lot sold this week. I had ups and downs. There was a day where I had maybe like 10, 15 sales, which was booty. And then I had a day where I had like 40, 50, 60 sales. So it was kind of, up and down. And I'll let you guys know what was moving this week on that. So hopefully I get a chance to do that video. So other than that, man, if you guys like videos like this, if you guys appreciate it, I would definitely appreciate you guys hitting the subscribe, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, all good. Appreciate you guys crazy enough to listen to me talk about Q&A on sports card for this long. But other than that, man, have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. Till next time.